The whole world is controlled by chemistry. All the people, the whole population of Earth is controlled by chemistry. They use chemistry to suppress humanity, suppress every aspect of humanity, including our consciousness. They suppress us with chemistry. They use the food system to suppress us and enslave us through chemistry. Acids and alkaline acids. They're using acids to limit the population. They use acidic foods to literally limit the population. That's what population control is. They're using foods against us. They are controlling a whole planet through the food system. And this is not the first planet that they have controlled. If you think of how old the universe is, the universe is infinite, so there's infinite possibilities. So everything that could have happened has happened. So if you think of how old the universe is and how many different beings there are, races of extraterrestrials or whatever you want to call them, and how long they've been around and the kind of technology they have, they could easily subvert a whole population of humans. And they probably have done many times. It's just kind of a connect the dots sort of thing, right? So we're under control of a very powerful group of entities that use the food system and chemistry to suppress us and to make us angry and to make us violent and to make us easily manipulated through the television and the entertainment. They use the entertainment industry. This is one of the main reasons I don't watch any TV or news or movies or anything, because they use the entertainment industry to literally hijack your mind and condition you to live in a self-destructive way to limit your population of your species. How about that? That's why I don't care for it, because every little aspect is part of the program. It goes deep. They know what they're doing. They've done this to many, many other planets. They know what they're doing. They've done it before. They have specifically designed this society as a prison society, specifically structured to suppress the human consciousness, using the entertainment system to inundate us with a specific way of living. I was in the store today with my son, and I see people so often, like an archetype of person, like this guy who looks very similar to this, dresses exactly like this, glasses, everything. It's just like he's just like cut out of a magazine, but like a certain dress or whatever look, right? And it's like you see these specific archetypes all over the place of certain different types of people, and it's like, where do these come from? Why do we dress and act like we do? It's because we are conditioned to dress and act just like this and go work the jobs we work and pay taxes and follow the government and all this stuff. It's part of the conditioning to control us through the entertainment industry. And they use the foods to make us easily controllable. So everything works together. You can't start over here without you connecting it. You can't do it because everything works together. And this ain't their first rodeo. So that's why it's so important for us to escape this insane trap we're in. If you think about how insane it is, how do we escape it? By eating some fruit. That's what's wild. You got to eat some fruit because we're full of acids and toxins on purpose. And the only way to get those acids and toxins out is by detoxifying the body and opening up the kidneys, getting your kidneys to filter. And this is how, because you filter it out through your kidneys. How do you check if your kidneys are filtering? You pee in a clear glass jar. I'm serious. You pee in a clear glass jar and you look. And if your urine has no sediment, then you're in trouble, which is most people. Now, I'm not trying to scare you. It's not meant to scare you. Meaning, it's time to, you have to pay attention. You have to start paying attention because you're basically just ramming a pickup truck against a brick wall with your immune system because your kidneys are not properly filtering out the toxins and the acids that are building up in your body, the cellular metabolic waste of the acids you eat. Most people eat a predominantly acidic diet because we're programmed from the TV and the movies to eat a certain way that's completely destructive to the human body. And it's self-abuse. But we're all inundated with such ridiculous emotional traumas from every aspect of this prison society on purpose, and then they fill us with heavy metals to trap our emotions and the acids, and then we're all getting sick and dying and we have no idea why, because the TV has made us not want to question what we're doing or what we're eating, even if it's insane, even if it's destroying our health and the planet. It's groupthink, you know what I mean? They got the hive mind, and they've made people so emotionally fragile and traumatized that they have a hard time letting go of the programming. It's hard because they don't want to fall out of the popular crowd. And this is all the burden of chemistry. This is where I started. It's wild. They do all of this through chemistry, through what we eat. That's why the biggest act of rebellion against this enslavement is to eat some fruit and free yourself, free your body from this physical suppression and this mental suppression and the emotional suppression and the spiritual suppression. We are very powerful, high beings, all of us, except for the clones, I guess. That's a whole nother thing about the clones. Man, I can't imagine if you stumbled into this video and you were just like, what the hell is going on? Thank you for spending this moment with me. Thank you, I appreciate it. That's why we're here. We're here to be together, right? That's all. We're talking about what's relevant. That's all. We're talking about the journey of awakening. And today we're talking about the burden of chemistry on the next part of my apparent lecture series. So they control the planet through chemistry. So for us to break out of this whole system, this toxic food system and the prison society, as I have named it. I don't know if that's what it's called. It's called many different things. I've written articles about it on my Substack if you're interested. There's some pretty decent articles on there. I wrote probably mostly like a year ago when I was doing I was on my grape fast. I was on 30 days of grapes. I had the divine going. I was open, man. That's the fruit, has the high energy. The fruit connects you, man. If you get all up on those high fruits and you've never experienced it before, you got that energy just flowing right through you. And that's how it's supposed to be all the time. No aches, no pains, no mucus, no fake disease, nothing. You never get sick. You have max energy and flexibility and strength all the time. That's where we're supposed to be all the time. No worries, no cares, no fears, no thoughts. Just completely present, letting God work through us. And we'll get there. We'll get there through purification and presence. Always go back to the center of the circle, no matter the burden of chemistry or anything else. The answer is always pushes you back. Whenever you push up against something, you're always going to be pushed back to the center to rebalance and get back to being present. That's it. Thank you for joining me. Namaste.